Good morning in there, out there, in there, from in here. Out here. There's Vivi's nose. Do you know where Vivi is? Down on the floor. Vivi, come on up. Come on, we'll have some coffee. What about me? What? Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, what do you mean, oh, jeez? I'm just, I want to steal the show from...
I know, that's the thing.
You boy, I'll tell you trouble. Yep. Okay, well, anyway, I just wanted to wish you all a very happy Halloween. And trick and everything, tricks, and if you get some treats. You know, the people that live in this house have a whole big pan of candy, but there's not much left because they're nibblers. Yeah, they're nibblers. You know about nibblers? Yeah, they're nibblers. Well, anyway, I'm going to lead the Halloween parade here in this little town, and it's a really scary one. They don't even start till 10 o'clock, and all the kids are asleep, and then, oh my goodness, it's frightening. So, anyway, happy Halloween. Trick or treat. Enjoy it. And we'll see you next year. Oh, I got a new broom. It's only 4,812 years old. Yeah. Brand new. Bye-bye.
Okay. Vivi, do you want to come up here? Hey, sweetheart. You want to come up? Say hi to the folks? Vivi, come. Come on. No, well, there's Jennifer. Jennifer, do you want to come up here? Jennifer. Some people ask why Jennifer's Jennifer. She's named after the Reverend Jen Adams because our Jennifer is in Reverend Black with this white little collar thing, right? Is that what it is? Yeah, white little collar thing. We started this show about 10 minutes ago, and we were almost a third of the way through when I realized we didn't have a mic. Yeah, no microphone was on. Oh. Well, on a note, because we went to Maine every year. Don't know what to say. I can say Vivi's nose, anything that helps us. Julie and I were talking last night about what you must feel. It's too much. Too much. The things I used to do for, just relaxation or a break or something are now truly vital. They're absolutely crucial. Holy cow, what a thing happened last night. So we're watching Schitt's Creek, which was really pretty funny because that's where we went, right up there, because all of a sudden the lights blink, 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 and power went off all over the place here. Do we know yet what caused it? Have you heard anything?
I think that I heard, I don't know if
Heard, yeah.
that 3 transformers blue exploded.
3 transformers exploded. What?
I know. I guess it was quite a show. A little north of here. Very loud explosions.
Explosions?
Flames going up.
Flames? Holy cow, that's really scary.
This is from Facebook, so I don't actually.
Okay, well, this is from Facebook, so it might have come from, one of the witnesses in the Rump trial. They might have made it up.
We have a lot of pot stores, so who knows?
And yeah, there's a lot of pot around here. We have a town of about, 1,200 or so, and we have 5 marijuana stores. Isn't that good? Hey, baby, we're doing the morning show, right, Vivi? Whoa. I had a buddy who got pulled over one time, and the policeman said, how fast were you going? He said, well, maybe 40. He said, well, how fast can you go in this zone? And he said 35. And he said, that's right. How fast were you going? He said, well, I couldn't have been going more than that. 56. No, I couldn't have been. And the guy said, no, son, you were going 11 miles an hour. Love that story so much. Let's see what's in the little black book. Well, welcome to the Sentamentalist. Oh, and I forgot another book, but that's okay. Welcome to the Sentamentalist. Hi, Mark, Mariana. Happy anniversary, Linda, Tony. Man, that's good. And the book I wanted to read, there's this guy, he writes these essays. And he wrote this essay about Louise Gluck, the poet, and he talked about why she was just amazing, how cold and fierce and stolid and everything she was. And he said there wasn't a bit of sentimentality in it. And I thought, well, if she was that far that way, and they make sentimental an overreaction, duh. I tell you, my cause is just not going anywhere. You have to work harder for me. Cheesy, sappy, manipulative, misleading, anything like that, yes, of course. Of course, no. Sentimentality is just another human feeling. You pick up your Aunt Matilda's cup and you go, oh man. We had friends here that we hadn't seen in how long? 30 years maybe?
At least.
Holy cow. And it was the most beautiful reunion. We just went and told stories. It was so beautiful. And the wife was just wonderful, and every time he told a story, he had to go like this. I mean, it had to be like 6-8 times, and like this. That's sentimental, and it was as authentic as you can get, as absolutely authentic as you can get. Don't forget, at 2 p.m. at the Woman's Club in Saugatuck, Mary McSchmidt is going to do her beautiful presentation about the book that she and her mother wrote, back and forth, poems, mother-daughter. Oh, that I keep saying every week, don't I? And Mary will be talking about the cause, which is to put benches around towns in places that older people can sit in the shade out of the shock of the sun. And Kathleen Schenck has asked me to announce about the chapbook prize, where the Michigan writers. Just go online, look up Michigan writers, and you'll see if you have poems that might come to a 20-page collection. That's called a chapbook, meaning a small one, and you might be interested in entering to get it published by the wonderful Michigan writers. Oh my goodness, yes. We had have to talk about Mariana, who's paraplegic, and she wrote this poem that just jaw-dropped everybody and teared everybody, and everyone, nobody knew what to say. It was about the first time she'd eaten in forever, like a year or so. Without having it injected. She ate. And the poem was about tasting, and there wasn't any poor me in it or anything like that. It was all about the wonder of tasting food. And then I don't know why I'm laughing. Well, it's just so charming. Almost everybody, of course, had the same reaction. I'll never eat the same again, But it did affect you that way. You all of a sudden went, why did I wolf down that pizza or bowl of grape nuts or whatever? Oh my goodness. Yep. I remember. Have you ever read Moby Dick? I haven't. 38 years of teaching English. Never read Moby Dick. I think that's important. And when I first came here, the most, everybody said the most literate, well-read, read everything, just brilliantly read. And brilliant was a professor named Betsy Reedy, who during my early years was just so supportive of everything I did. I owe so much to dear Betsy. And she invited me to lunch about the first week I was on campus. I've probably told this. And I was terrified. I mean, I was like this. And terrified's the wrong word. I was anxious, overly anxious. And it's an inappropriate word given today, too. I was just like this. Okay, so we sit down at lunch, and I'm ready to hear her say, well, you've read Moby Dick, and I'm sitting there, getting ready to be the illiterate. And she names 5 books. Well, then my stomach just went like this. And then she looked at me and she said, I've never read those. Will you relax? Don't worry about it. What a wonderful thing to do. Wow. That was wonderful. And I had, oh boy, are we packing up. Books after books. Listen, if you want some books, we have hundreds of them still downstairs for the taking. Little contribution to the Wishbone Animal what do you call it? Animal rescue shelter. Thank you. Julie's knitting more beautiful things. Beautiful Julie is knitting more beautiful things. Yeah. And Vivi's down here still on the floor, sound asleep. I mean, I don't know what to do. Pet this? I feel out of my element. She's not here calming me in front of you, the frightening audience. Anyway, okay. So we're packing to get ready for the move that we never, ever, 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 ever thought we'd have to make. And we have to make it. And so there's lots of books. Come on by. If you're within 400 miles, just have a color tour and stop here and take a whole bunch of books. Please. Saves me from packing them up and whatever. Never read Moby Dick. Yeah. So, So I'm a first-year student in my little college, Westminster College. Gotta have a sip with Vivi's nose first. It's this time of year. It's my first semester. And I have this legendary teacher. I got him right away in the first year, called, good old freshman comp, Dr. George Bleasby, who's had profound influence, and we won't go into it. Wonderful. He wasn't big on sports, but boy, what a good guy. Okay, so he had us write 3 one-page little journal entry writings, but write them well, And I mean, he looked at every one, and there was 25 people in our class. And I wrote one at this time of year that included this sentence. Fall's multicolored etchings tumbled to the ground. Pretty good, huh? Got the journal back. Dr. George Bleasby had written in the margin, I take it the leaves fell. Oh, that's so. Julie's laughing and she's heard it 100 times. Isn't that wonderful? Just think how much I learned from that. And at first, I was so stupid. At first, I said to my roommate, look, I wrote this and he understood it. And my roommate said, I don't think that's what he's saying. I think it's called purple prose, what you wrote there.
Yeah, that was purple prose.
Well, golly. What, rain all day yesterday, snuggled in, and then the light power went out. How long was that? We were watching at about 6:30 or so, wasn't it? At 7? And when it came back on around midnight-ish. Boy, they got it fixed in 5 hours, though. I was ready for days. Now that you've told me what it was. Wow. Well, this is one of those poems, and we need it today, right? Yeah. It's called I Almost Saw a Rabbit Today. He was wearing a Borson Homburg hat, and the sky was coated in blue after a night clear, dappled with stars, a crescent moon's arc all but rocking slowly under Venus's modest vigil. He looked at me. I waved. Then the angels, 4 of them, got up and walked from the porch, picked up the horseshoes, and began a game. It was quiet, silent really, silent as the stars' light, except for the ring of the clink after each angel's fling, one horseshoe after another clinging to the rusty iron stakes. The rabbit sat up, watched a dozen tosses, then hopped on, none of us thinking it wise or kind to follow. When one of the angels missed, the game ended, and back on the porch, we talked it over. Take care. Try to be cheerful. Be kind. Thanks for being with us.